Hello and welcome back to yoga. My name is Shannon and I'm glad that you're here. Welcome back to South Florida. And always remember to tune into your body throughout the practice, just doing what you can moment to moment, breath to breath, day to day, not pushing your body past its comfortable edge in this moment, which can shift and change over time in either direction. So we're going to open class today with a little reading from Root to Bloom, Yoga Poems and Other Writings by Danna Faulds. The Well of Emptiness. Beneath the bird calls and the hiss of traffic, beneath my heartbeat and even the sound of breathing, there is a well of emptiness I often rush to fill. Today I let myself fall into it, this bottomless expanse, terrifying, unifying. The generative energy of nothing harbors no judgment. Its utter impersonality is stunning to the mind, and I reach reflexively for personality to bind myself again to something known. It doesn't work though. My ears ring with the silence of the void. I hear the stillness inside the ground of being, the infinite awareness that is completely unmoved by my small fears or my unique trajectory. Like the fading arc of a shooting star disappearing into the dark. And if you haven't already, closed your eyes and begin to breathe into your body. Do so now. Feel the expansion as you breathe in. Softening, the relaxing, the letting go as you breathe out. And begin to rock ever so slightly to the right and the left in the shoulders and rib cage. Breathe in as you come through the center. Breathe out as your rib cage and shoulders go to one side. Breathe in as you come to the center. Breathe out as you go to the other side. So as your rib cage goes right, let the left ear drop down. And as your rib cage goes left, let the right ear drop down. Let's do one more each way. Deep breath in and out, just feeling. In and out. Come back into center, take a deep breath in, exhale, lean back and round. Come up to your tall spine. Find your way onto all fours. Wag your tail right and left a little bit. Breathe in and out. Feel your hips and shoulders and the side body, that space from your outer hip all the way up to the armpit and shoulder. So feel the front of the body, the back of the body, the hips, the shoulders, and your side body. And then come into center and take your cow and cat curls. Inhale, head and hips up. Exhale and round. Slow, deep breaths. Two more. Back into center, lengthen, breathe. If you can, tuck your toes under, take a deep breath in, pull that space below your belly button in and up, and see if it's possible to float your knees an inch off the mat. If it's not okay, it hurts your shoulders, your neck, your low back, your hips, don't do it. One more deep breath in, and exhale, we'll all meet in down dog. Hips up, heels towards the floor. Don't worry if they don't touch. Don't feel like they have to. Let your head hang long away from your tailbone so there's length all the way through your spine from your hips to your head. Gently lift your hips, push your chest back, sink your heels. Take one more deep breath here. Slowly find your way down. And inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Deep breath in, come into cow. And exhale into cat. Excellent. Find your way onto your bottom with your legs out in front. And we're going to bring soles of the feet together and just softly butterfly your knees up and down. So inhale, lift, and exhale, drop, just where it's safe to go. Breathe in and out. Let's do two more. One more deep breath. Let your knees drop down as you breathe out. Now we're going to try to inhale the right arm forward, out, and up, and exhale. Just take it behind you where you can. Deep breath in as you start to come forward, and exhale, lean back and around. Inhale, lead with the chest and heart. Float the left fingertips forward, up. Exhale, start to drop back just wherever you can go. And then inhale, forward, up, and out. And exhale, lean back and round. Let's do that again. Deep breath in, lead with the chest and heart. Right hand floats forward and up. Exhale, follow it with your eyes, just wherever it's safe to go behind you. And then deep breath in as you come forward. Exhale, lean back and around. Left side, deep breath in, lead with the chest. Lengthen up through the top of your head. Spread all 5 fingers on the left hand apart. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale, round. Let's do each side one more time, and then we'll bring both hands forward. So right arm out and up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, round. Other side. Left arm forward. Breathe in, out, and up. Breathe out as you take it back. And forward and up. Out as you round. This time both hands up, lead with the chest, deep breath in. Exhale, lengthen, hips to head, hips to fingertips, reach, reach, reach. Still leading with the chest. When your hips and inner thighs say, that's far enough, release your hands to the mat and breathe. Slow, deep breaths. Drop your shoulders down, away from your ears. Maybe your elbows can sink down to the ground. If that's too low, you might be able to prop yourself up with a block or a nice sturdy box or a blanket that you could fold up pretty thick that's sturdy, like a quilt style. Feel free to make micro mini movements, just exploring where the body might be tight, where you might be able to make a little more space. And when you're ready, gently, slowly find your way back up. Lengthen out your knees, bounce, rock, and then lift up from your hips through your chest all the way up through the top of your head. Bring your hands by your hips and start to point your toes, as if you could touch your toes all the way down to the ground. Just see where they'll go. Stretch the fronts of your thighs, the fronts of your shins, the tops of your ankles, and the tops of your feet. Breathe. And then begin to flex, push out through your heels, lift up through your head, roll your shoulders down your back. Little tuck under in the tailbone so we're not overarching and stressing the low back. Now if you can, we're going to pull hands back, and you can point the fingertips whichever way you like. I happen to like fingertips in towards my hips. That's what feels nice to my shoulders, but it's equally correct to go at whatever angle or to the side or to the back, wherever your shoulders feel best, go there. That's where it's right. And if you have issues bearing weight on your palm, go for the fist so the wrist doesn't bend. You'll just have to get used to bearing weight on your fingers and spin your rings out of the way. So we're going to bend the knees to start. Deep breath in, exhale, lift up. Chin to the chest, or lift your chin. Breathe into the front side of your body. Maybe add the throat if it's safe. Whenever you feel ready to come out, slowly bring your chin to your chest if you lifted it up first, and then bring the hips down second. So first chin if it was up, and then hips. We're going to start to lengthen out again. Find your way up. Deep breath in. Exhale with flexed feet. Start to come forward towards Paschimottanasana, full forward fold, but with a straight spine. So not rounded yet. Keep your chest lifted away from your hips, your head up. Visualize a marionette, a puppet on a string, and there was one string lifting your head up, and there was another string pulling your chest forward. So like, that's what we're going for. One more deep breath here. Whew. Always feel free to bend your knees if it's too much pressure in your hamstrings and the backs of your thighs and hips and bottom. We're going to come all the way back up and try one more. Either reverse table with bent knees, or if it's safe, reverse plank with straight legs. Just breathe, whatever you choose. Chin down or chin lifted. When you're ready to come out, chin down first, hips down second. And let's find our way onto the back. Once you get there, stretch out, reach fingers to heels, deep breath in. And then soften and pause, let your toes roll open, let your elbows bend. Take a deep breath, let it all go. If you're just done and you want to rest, that's totally fine. You can close your eyes and breathe deeply and send your attention inward. If you want to do a little bit more before the end of class, we're going to bring thumbs down under the hips. So kind of rock side to side, settle the thumbs under, reach your fingers towards your heels. Bring your knees into your chest, and then feet up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in, start to flex your feet, and on your exhale, reach out and down. On your inhale, bend your knees, come in and up. And on your exhale, lower belly in. That space below the belly button pulls gently in and up as we reach out and down. We're going to try two more. If it's safe, feel free to take full range of motion so that you're hovering just an inch or so above the mat. If that's too much pressure for your low back, make it a much smaller circle where you can see your knees the whole time. So when we get down to the bottom this last time, we're going to reverse if you can. Exhale, lift. Inhale, bend, extend out, flex, and lift. So we're going to point as we bend and extend out, and exhale, lift. And remember, you can keep it a much smaller circle. If you're comfortable taking it up into shoulder stand or plow, feel free to go there into any of those places that your body wants to go. If that's way too much, when you're done with your circles, hug your shins or thighs in, let your breath fall out, rock softly side to side, and breathe. After you've rocked side to side a few times, we're going to slowly circle the knees. If you're still in shoulder stand and plow, take your time. Breathe your way through wherever you need to go. And when you're done, come down and rock and circle and loosen up your low back. Whatever you choose, deep breaths in and out. And make sure to go in both directions. Come into center, take a deep breath, gently squeeze your shins or thighs, stretch out your low back. Release your feet to the mat. We're going to come into reclined cobbler's pose if it's safe for a breath or two. If this is too much pressure, you can put blocks under your knees and thighs. If you've been in plow and shoulder stand, and as you come down, you'd like to kind of roll right into happy baby, you can do that. Maybe rock a little bit here, perhaps even play with your half sleeping yogi if that's in your practice. So never pushing your body past its edge. Just kind of playing wherever you feel safe and comfortable. And if you were playing with any of that and you want to meet in reclined cobblers, you can. Or take another moment wherever your intuition guides you. When you feel ready, we're going to push the soles of the feet together, bring knees up as we separate the pinky toes, heel toe apart, and go a little bit wider, maybe mat-ish width apart as knees and inner thighs collapse in. Adjust your feet until you find a spot where all your joints are happy. Feel your body breathing. Surrender your body weight into the mat. And then gently, slowly release your knees. Lengthen out your legs. Let your toes rock in and out, big toes rock in and out and fall open. Maybe take a deep breath and sigh. Roll your shoulder blades down your back. Give your body permission to let go of all that tension and stress that's been so patiently bearing for you, maybe particularly in the shoulders or hips or chest or belly. Perhaps gently surround a tight place with your breath. And then as you let go of the breath, invite the tight place to let go of the tension as well. Gently begin to return your attention to the present moment. Take a deep breath and then let it all go. Make each breath a little bit deeper than the one that came before it. And then begin to wiggle just the tips of your fingers and then stop. And move just the tips of your fingers. Notice what you feel in the shoulders and arms and stop. Wiggle your toes gently and notice what you feel in the thighs and calves and hips. And then wiggle your toes and stop. Gently, slowly begin to move your head to one side and then the other as you start to turn your palms down and up and circle your ankles. And then on an inhale, sweep your right arm overhead, and on an exhale, roll onto your right side. Pause and check in with your body, just feeling it breathe. And as you're ready, gently, slowly guide your way up to seated. Hands together in front of your heart. Feel your body breathing. We're going to close class with a small singing bowl today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful day.